Hello and welcome to a new Juggernaut video interview. Today, we are excited to be joined by Sujit Lahiry, the Executive Director and CEO at Skilrock, a leading provider of gaming and lottery solutions. With the highly anticipated World Lottery Summit in Paris just around the corner, Sujit will be giving us an exclusive look at what Skilrock has in store for the event, including their latest innovations and solutions for the gaming industry and much more. Mr. Sujit, would you like to give us a little brief before we delve into the questions, or would you like me to proceed with the questions?
I would like to say that we are part of Sugalandamani Group, which is 52 years in business, lottery business. And, Skillrock is completely focused in providing technology. And this technology has been perfected with the operational experience of Sugalandamani. And it has been, implemented in 32 different countries of the world. So we are, definitely at the forefront of lottery technology, and that's what we do.
Okay, so I'll start my questions then. How has Skillrock's partnership with the World Lottery Association influenced your company's strategy, innovation, and growth? What key milestones stand out in this journey?
Well, our first, show was in 2006 at Singapore. We had a very small stand and we were just exploring and we were explaining what achievements we have done. And then some of the people in the industry said, wow, you have such a large operation and why don't you, provide this technology to the world? And that's when, the idea struck that we have done enough in India. Now we should look outside. We should provide technology to various different organizations. And we joined, WLA wholeheartedly. And, of course, there was no looking back. We always exhibited with something innovative, something new, and that's how the journey began. And another milestone I'll talk about, is something randomly that comes to my mind is 2016. Uh, and in 2016, we showcased everything involving green lottery. Okay, because the focus at that point of time is the world is overburdened with consumables that actually create a lot of a problem for Mother Earth. How do you take, even lottery industry consumes a lot of paper. So how exactly you can reduce the usage of paper? It was a very nice initiative and everybody appreciated. So, that's just an example, So we had been at the forefront of demonstrating something, which is, we always questioned status quo, right? So that, had been our background. But at the same time, we also benefited a lot. We definitely exhibited at different places, understood what is the local environment in that city, in that country, in that region. And we also then became members of local associations like Africa Lottery Association, Asia Pacific Lottery Association, SIBLAI, which is for the Latin America. So, this actually provided huge amount of exposure to us in terms of varied practices, best practices for the region, global best practices. And World Lottery Association is quite standard based. So, there they have very high standards when it comes to responsible gaming, security control standards. So we learned quite a lot, from WLA as well. Okay, so that's and last but not least, the networking. Okay, so you meet almost everybody who's relevant in the industry, and it's a perfect place to perfect forum for you to exchange ideas. So yes, it definitely helped us in the new markets as well because people already knew who was Skillrock, and a lot of people knew me personally. So definitely benefited.
Okay, so my second question is, with the WLS Paris 2024 event approaching, what can attendees expect from Skillrock's product showcase? And how do offerings like Scan and Play, instant lotteries, and the Infinity platform address current industry challenges?
Perfect. Very good question. So the Infinity platform itself is vast. It's an institution in itself because it addresses almost when we were, it's our fourth generation platform, by the way. So when we were designing this platform, the brief that we provided to the design team was that it should meet requirements of any lottery anywhere in the world, right? And that's the kind of brief we provided. And so it's an enterprise application that is almost 80 to 90% ready for any lottery anywhere in the world, and it's customizable. Okay, so definitely the one shoe fits all is not the way to go about. Every operator, every local entity, every regulator will have different requirements. We should be able to customize, we should be able to deliver. So that's the fundamental on which, the Infinity had been designed. It's based, it's very flexible, and, it meets the requirement perfectly for any operator. So that's what we are going to showcase. So everything is going to be centered around Infinity, but then, in order to start any dialogue or any interaction, definitely you have to showcase something unique, right? So our focus would be on instant lotteries, though instant win lotteries had been there for ages, but then managing the instant win lotteries is an art, right? And the science behind it, the technology behind it is something that we provide, and we provide really proficiently and on multiple channels. So that's what actually we are going to showcase. And Scan and Play, again, another thing that is a major thing that will be showcased is how it actually excites the player participation easily, and especially digital transformation. So these would be our major showcase, but not but other than that, definitely we are going to showcase lottery regulatory systems. We are going to showcase offline affiliation systems, various other use cases we are going to showcase.
Skillrock Scan and Play offers a unique gaming experience because it doesn't require player registration. How does this approach cater to modern gaming demands, and what benefits does it provide for operators across diverse gaming environments?
So going digital is something which is writing on the wall, and it's not now, but it's for many years now. But still, the adoption of digital had been a little slower in lottery space for various reasons. But at the same time, the biggest challenge for the people who already have gone digital is that the players, they do not easily join. It takes a lot of time, money, and energy to make players join, the digital gameplay. So that's something which is, kind of a bottleneck. And how do you actually get over this problem? Now, when you analyze, and we did that, very extensively, that what are the inhibitions for a player? The biggest inhibition is the registration process, right? So when a player has to spend a few minutes to register and then, also need to, make deposit, the first deposit, and then start gameplay. That's a bit of a bottleneck, and people kind of dump the process. They dump the cart, and that's the biggest bottleneck, right? Um, if you look into the history of lottery, lottery always had been kind of a casual gameplay, right? So you are feeling lucky, you pass by a lottery outlet, you just pay some cash, you buy the ticket, and that's the end of it. And you look for result, you win, you are, on the top of the world, right? So that's the way it had been. And now, when you say that for gameplay, you'll have exciting gameplay, but you have to register, you have to make payment, you have to. So people have, it takes a little backseat. So this is what actually we wanted to get over. We said, okay, if and one more thing is that if you are able to bridge this gap and give an experience to the player for gameplay, that if they try the immersiveness, the attractiveness of digital gameplay, they will definitely not kind of come back. I mean, they will definitely come back and they will not play the retail lottery anymore. Okay. So Scan and Play provided this perfect bridge, and it's very easy. They still continue to go to the retail outlet where they had been going. They make a very small deposit, and instantly, they can start playing this on their mobile phone or web application. And the ease is so high that, once they gain that experience of immersive gameplay, digital gameplay, then they are going to continue. They are going to make deposit, they are going to make registration, they are going to do everything. But, making the thing simple, putting them at ease in the very first instance is the uh, is the key to the success.
Infinity is positioned as a key omnichannel platform for delivering a unified gaming experience across both digital and retail channels. How does it empower operators to offer flexible, scalable, and secure gaming solutions while also enhancing player engagement?
Right. So the industry had been very fragmented in terms of different games and channels of gameplay. Okay. So there was a separate solution for digital gameplay. There was a separate solution for retail gameplay. There was a separate solution for self-service gameplay. So everything was kind of fragmented, and the player will not have a seamless experience, right? Will not recognize that it's the same player playing across multiple channels. And also, our platform, Infinity platform, interestingly, is not only omni-channel, it's omni-gaming as well. Okay. So when I say omni-gaming, that meaning that, you don't need a separate platform for sportsbook, you don't need a separate platform for Keno, separate platform for Lotto, for Bingo, etc. Just one platform takes care of all genre, all kinds of games, right? So this is what actually makes Infinity very, very interesting for the operator to consider that they don't need separate I would say silos of solutions for different segments. So this is very, very comprehensive in nature, and uh, one more thing had been that our focus had been on life cycles, right? When I say life cycles, the player life cycle, right? How do you acquire a player? How do you retain a player? How do you make the player play? How do you make the player deposit? How do you make facilitate the player to withdraw? How do you game life cycle, right? How do you introduce a new game? What research you do? What kind of price structures, or what kind of UI UX designs you make, right? So those are and even after that, the game will also have its own life, right? So at the end of the life, how do you phase out that game and plan for a new game, right? Similarly, the channel partners, they are also major stakeholders, right? How do distributors or retailers or their employees they join in? How easy it is for them. How can they get trained? What information you provide? How do you motivate them? How do you pay them commission? How do you make their life easy, right? So even now, a large part of World Lottery Association revenues, their member revenues come through retail channels. So, you need to make sure that everything is a very well-oiled machinery, and the life cycle, therefore, is a very, very important aspect. So we see the entire life cycle of players, of games, of partners, all stakeholders, and that's how it's a very, very comprehensive. Another thing is the customizability. I mean, it's fully customized, so we don't have to really worry about uh, whether specific reports or specific processes or can be implemented. Rest assured, definitely, we can take care of that. And of course, the player account management is a very, very important aspect of it. The retailer management is a very important aspect of it. The device managements are a very important aspects of it. So all that is supported by the platform. Many times in the industry, people think gaming is all about attractiveness of games, right? So yes, it is definitely. So, but that's not the end of it. It's the player experience or something similar, customer experience, which is going to matter. So, definitely there are a lot of behind the scene things, which work, right? So there's a significant back office, right? So the back office actually has to function very well. Every department, has to function very well, and they have to be completely enabled. The technology should completely enable that. So we take pride in not only the front end, also the back end. So there is a significant back end, which is there as part of Infinity. So that's what it makes it very, very holistic solution.
What trends and technological advancements do you see shaping the future of gaming? And how does Skillrock plan to remain a leader in the omnichannel gaming space?
Right. So, I mean, definitely, we had been at the forefront of by introducing very innovative solutions, and we are constantly innovating. And this architecture that I explained about Infinity, it's a omni-channel, omni-gaming. So it's reasonably future-proof, but at the same time, technology is changing very fast. Okay. So what we do is we invest about 30% of of the people of our expenses into research and development, R&D. So that's a very significant amount, and we keep investing into areas which are relevant, which are latest, and we are also very rooted to the ground, right? Meaning that we get feedback. We get feedback from our operators. We get feedback from players, and definitely we are not inducting technology for the sake of inducting technology, but ensuring that it benefits either the player or other stakeholders in the gaming industry. So that's what I mean by rooted to the ground, right? So adopting technology which is really going to help is what at the forefront. And as I explained earlier, we are members of APLA, APLA, ALA, and CIBLI, the regional associations of World Lottery Association. So we also get a huge amount of input from around the world and a lot of input from emerging markets as well. So our, we definitely our focus is in creating personalized, immersive, wholesome gaming experience, right? Both at the front end and at the back end. So we definitely want to simplify the experience. Our definitely focus is will always be simplifying and exemplifying the experience, right, of all stakeholders. So be it a retail channel operator, be it a sales and marketing department, be the back office operations, we are going to make sure that we bring innovation to every element of all the elements of the stakeholding pattern.
Okay, my last question for you is, we have now entered the last quarter of the year. Are there any major plans for the remainder of the year that you could highlight for us? What's the next show for Skilrock?
So definitely we are very platform focused, had been very platform focused, and we realized that we need to have a lot of focus on content as well. So we'll have a lot of alliance partners, and we are in the process of tying up with them. And so definitely we have our own content. They are quite rich, they are quite numerous, but it's not enough to have your own content, right? Your platform should be able to utilize the contents which are available in the market. So those alliances are our focus. And then, of course, we already have planned our fifth generation platform. It may not be coming in this year, but definitely it is something that will be coming in the next year, and we'll do a very good preparation for it. And definitely that's something which is, already in the research and development, very advanced stage. And also we are looking at market expansion. So in terms of market expansion, definitely we are increasing our on-site presence and in different countries. We want to have our own people. And that's how, as I said, we are rooted to the ground. We'll make sure that, we have not only inputs, but also support provided to our clients, our prospects, our partners in all the regions. And our next show is going to be the Africa Lottery Association show, which is scheduled in, which will be in Morocco, Casablanca. So we will be, Africa is a great focus for us. On any emerging market is a great focus for us. We are expecting very high growth in that continent. So that's what actually we intend to do. And definitely it's not a long time left for this year. But early next year, definitely there's a major thing happening. The ICE, which had been kind of one of the biggest events in the gaming industry, they have shifted their base from London to Barcelona, and definitely that's something that we are very closely looking forward to. And we'll have a lot of preparation done in this quarter for the ICE event.
Would you like to address anything else I might have missed to asking these questions?
World Lottery Show is a big event for us and, for everybody in the lottery industry. And unfortunately, during the pandemic time, there was a little pause, but it's picked up speed again. Vancouver, now in Paris, and then, I don't know where is going to be the next event. And this is actually a great thing for the lottery industry, and we always look forward to it.
Well, we have come to the end of our interview. Thank you, Mr. Sujit Lahiry, for joining us today. Have a good day.
Thank you. I'm looking forward to the show.